Stalked. As the sun set over the city, private investigator Jack Anderson pounded the pavement, following a trail of clues that led him closer to the elusive murderer known as the Ghost. Jack was known for his sharp intuition and keen observational skills, which had earned him a reputation as one of the best private investigators in town. The latest victim was a young woman named Amelia, found brutally murdered in her apartment. The crime scene was devoid of any obvious clues, but Jack's gut told him that this was the work of the Ghost, a serial killer who had been terrorizing the city for weeks. Jack interviewed Amelia's friends and family, painstakingly piecing together her last moments. He discovered that she had recently broken up with her abusive ex-boyfriend, who had a history of violence. Jack's suspicions grew, and he decided to pay the ex-boyfriend a visit. Jack tracked down the ex-boyfriend to a seedy bar on the outskirts of town. He confronted him, but the man denied any involvement in Amelia's murder. However, Jack noticed a faint scratch on the man's arm, which raised his suspicions even more. With the help of his tech-savvy assistant, Lisa, Jack delved deeper into the ex-boyfriend's background. They discovered that he had a history of stalking and violence against women. Jack's instincts told him that he was onto something, but he needed concrete evidence to prove the ex-boyfriend's guilt. Jack decided to follow the ex-boyfriend, hoping to catch him in the act. He trailed him to a rundown warehouse on the outskirts of the city, where he witnessed him meeting with another man in the dead of night. Jack stealthily approached the warehouse, but he was caught by the men. A tense standoff ensued, with Jack demanding answers. The ex-boyfriend finally cracked, admitting that he had been paid by the Ghost to stalk and terrorize his victims, but he claimed he didn't know the identity of the real killer. Before Jack could press further, the Ghost himself emerged from the shadows, wielding a knife. A deadly cat-and-mouse chase through the dark and eerie warehouse ensued, with Jack using his wits and physical prowess to stay one step ahead of the killer. Finally, Jack managed to disarm the Ghost and subdue him. To his surprise, he discovered that the Ghost was a woman named Rachel, who had been seeking revenge against men who had wronged her in the past. She had hired the ex-boyfriend to create a diversion and throw off suspicion while she carried out the murders. With Rachel's confession, Jack was able to piece together the motive and the method behind the killings. He turned her over to the police, who arrested her on the spot. As the case wrapped up, Jack couldn't help but reflect on the darker side of human nature and the twisted paths that led people to commit heinous acts. With another case solved, Jack walked into the sunset, knowing that he had brought justice to Amelia and the other victims, and that his skills as a private investigator had once again prevailed.